Hi, YouTube world. This is Ramat, and my name is Ramat. Um, this is my first YouTube, so I'm a little nervous, y'all. Hi, everybody. So I finally got the courage to do this. So I need followers. Follow me and hit the like buttons. Um, all the followers are welcome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But I'm here to share my testimony. Um, not gonna, all of it is not gonna be today, of course, but I'm basically not letting fear stand in my way, but just go for it. But talk about everything as far as having been in a relationship of 7 years with a narcissist. I could never say the word right. Um, we actually have a daughter together. Um, and I'm going to talk about, having a child with disability. So it's going to be rages of conversation that I welcome everybody to, and for us to share our story and to come together and support one another and in our healing journey. For me, it's been a while. I think this year will be 8 years since the separation and the divorce and all of that. Um, but it's been a journey and a process. And I think you never get done healing. So I'm on this path where I've healed enough where I feel confident in sharing what I've been through and my experiences on whatever advice that I can give that will help somebody else, even if it's just one person that could hear from my story and know that it's possible. Like, God is real. You know what I mean? And you can get over this. And this is not a, a death sentence. There's life after being with a narc, dating a narc, or whatever your situation may be. And of course, I had a lot of videos that I watched, but even before I discovered YouTube, there was a lady, Queenette is her name. I don't remember her last name, but I think it starts with a N. But I remember when I first heard her, but I think I remember reading an article first, and I remember thinking, oh my God, it's him. It's him. This describes what he is. And then later on, I discovered Queenette, and I remember I think I took one of her course about narc, and I remember telling her, I think you are a narc whisperer, because it's like she knew what I went through. And I really didn't understand narc the way that I do now, of course, watching a lot of videos and just getting more in depth about what it is, that I've gotten more knowledge, and it's been really helpful. But it almost like I had to learn on my own a lot before I really discovered a lot of the videos on YouTube, which it's been a lot of help. It's been really, really helpful. And like I said, I really want this channel to be a place of healing, a place for people to come and be vulnerable and just be themselves and not beat yourself up. But then there's got to be a point where we take accountability for what transpired. And I think in the beginning, I just wanted for everybody to feel sorry for me. Like, look what he did. Look what he did. Me. But healing is going to come where we take accountability as far as the part that we played in, not having the boundary, feeling self, not feeling your wealth, not knowing your wealth or your worth is what I'm trying to say. Um, and just acknowledging that part. I think it's as difficult as it is. And it took me a while to get there because being a victim, it's not going to get you that healing. It's not. And I know from firsthand, I did that and it didn't do it. It really didn't do it for me. So that, to me, we taking our power back is just saying, okay, I saw the signs. Now moving forward, once you acknowledge, like, okay, the sign was there. So next time when you encounter, when you healthy enough, when you've done the work, you've done the therapy and gotten the help that you need, and then you step forth and trying to get into another relationship, is just now seeing the sign and really saying, okay, this looks familiar, or I've been here before. But when we don't take accountability, we just repeat the cycle. It's going to happen again. So I'm not saying it's your fault because it's not our fault. Being an empath or super empath, which I've heard a lot of, YouTubers describe, you know, the people that the narc prefer, which are people that are empathetic, you know. So I'm not saying it's our fault. It's not. And I think for the longest time, I was so angry that it was consuming me. You know what I mean? It's like, if you accept it, it's a lot easier to not let that feeling consume you, because it will consume you if you allow it. So really, I just want it to be a platform where we do a lot of the work and just be free of that. Forgive. And you're looking at somebody who hold grudge, like, for years. I was somebody that doesn't let go. I don't forgive. And it wasn't hurting anybody but myself in the end. There was an episode on Oprah show years ago, and there was someone that was saying unforgiveness was like drinking poison and hoping the person dies. That's how I was living my life. So I'm not telling you what I've heard. I'm telling you what I know because I've lived it. This is what I did. I never forgave. And I can feel like literally it was making me sick physically. Unforgiveness literally will kill you. So basically, this is my introduction and saying, welcome to my channel. Like and subscribe. I'll try to come on as often as I can because I still have a 9 to 5. So I'm trying to see, maybe on the weekend or some nights I can come on and start, going live more often. But this is my first day. Like and subscribe, everybody. And there's more, like I said, there's going to be story times, about what is the word? The new supply. That is no longer the new supply. But anywho, that's another story for another time. But just for us to do the work and heal, definitely heal. And it's it's a choice. And I had to decide, I had to get sick and tired of being sick and tired of holding on to that pain. Like, it happened. It wasn't right. You know what I mean? And I think at one point it was changing who I was. I remember my best friend was saying, because we have a daughter together, like I said, he would come over. And normally when people come over my house, I'm offering you water. Do you want anything to eat? And I wasn't doing that. And even though I know he did what he did, and I remember my best friend was saying, that's not who you are. So even though he's coming into my home, you still have to receive him like the way you receive everybody else. I'm not going to let somebody's action change who I am as a human being. So I think that's what makes us so powerful as an empath. Like, if you're not careful, you could go to that extreme and become almost like them. Like, I'm not that. I love people, you know, I feel for people. And whenever I can help, I'm going to help somebody. And because somebody hurt me, I'm not going to go out here hurting other people. Then that means they won. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. So you hurt me, that's your prerogative, but I'm not going to turn into somebody that I'm not. So anybody that hurts you, that's really onto them. They're going to get their karma. They're going to get whatever is coming to them. But we have to take our power back and find a way to still be us, but just have discernment. You know what I mean? And just realizing, like, okay, there's something off. Follow your intuition, because that was my biggest thing, was just ignoring a lot of the red flag, because it was there from the beginning, before the marriage. And you know, somebody that loves you telling you shut up. And you're like, what? Wait, what? And you're like, okay, he said sorry, but there's more to it than that. So we have to take our power back and just heal. Like I said earlier, we gotta heal. We have to heal, and everybody's healing might be different. Because I know it took me 4 years before I actually forgave him, because I forgave him many times, but I never meant it. You know what I mean? So there's gotta be, and God, if there's anyone that know the power of God, like, that's our grace, that's our Father, that's Abba. that's that's He's our Father, and He will never forsake us. So, and I'm here to be a testimony to the power of God and what God could do, because you literally feel like my life is over. And how do I come back from this? But you do. And I'm a proof of that. Even going on live today, like, there's life after a knock. But we're gonna have fun. So come on, subscribe. We're gonna be playing some music. I love music. That helped me a lot. And that's part of my platform that I want to stress to everybody. Like, do what you love. I love to dance, I'm probably not the best dancer. Growing up with my brothers and sisters, like, they used to look at me strange, like, there's something wrong with this girl. I'd just be all over the place. I didn't care, but it made me happy. I love doing it. So at times, maybe we can play some music. Right now, I'm in love with Tanzanian music. So, but we can listen to everything. Ghanaian music, because I'm from Ghana. So we'll play some music and just have a good time. And like I said, this platform is going to be about healing. um, about living your authenticity, like not letting everybody, not let anybody dim your light, no matter what. And that's where your godly strength comes from. Like you can't break me. You know what I mean? You didn't create me. So how can somebody that didn't create you break you? You get what I mean? So we just got to do the work. Let's dance. If you like to dance, let's have a good old time. Do what you love. My thing is dancing. So we'll play some music and have fun. Just start doing what you love to do. Do what you love. Do what you love. And it's going to take time. You know what I mean? It's been, like I said, 8 years now since the whole thing. And it's like in the beginning, you thinking, oh, this is too much. This is too much. This is a lot. But you overcome it. But it's a choice you have to make. You can be stuck there. And I was for a while, being stuck and just wanting sympathy. Like, yeah, yeah, they did you dirty. I get it. I get it. I totally get it. But at some point you have to get up and said, I'm tired. I can't sit here and literally you dying slowly and they're not worth it. They're not worth it. And that's why they chose us, because they know the type of people we are. And I guess in a way they want to dim our light, but you can. And you have to choose to say, no, I'm not going to let you dim my light. I love God and you can't take that away from me. And regardless of what happened, you know, I'm going to use it to my strength. I'm going to use it to build me up. So come join me. Hit the like button. Subscribe. And let's just heal together, love together, and just live our best lives, as everybody says. Let's live our best life and just be us. Don't change. Let us not change. But like I said, just be careful. If the sign you're feeling like something is off, now I follow those. I do. And I didn't always do it, but now I do. So let's build this community. Hit the like button, subscribe, and basically the name of the channel I thought about a lot of names that I wanted to call it. But even though I'm going to talk about range of topics, like with my daughter with a disability, which is disability, what does that even mean? There's nothing disabled about her. She has Down syndrome, but she's like one of the most beautiful person, loving, kind human being ever. So there's nothing disabled about that. It's beautiful. So that's a lot of, you know, topics that I'll talk about as well with any parent that are, struggling with having a child with disability. Like, it's a gift. We are given that gift of taking care of, to me, angels, really. You know what I mean? So when I discovered I was pregnant with her, I really didn't know much about Down syndrome, but I just remember being in shock. I remember calling my best friend, was like, this is what they said. And she was like, it's okay. It's fine. She's going to, you're going to have her and everything is going to be okay. And I remember that day I had to work and I bought something to eat and I didn't even eat a lot of it because I was like I had a panic attack. Like, I was stressing because I'm like, what does that mean? Like, would I be able to take care of her? But God never makes mistakes, ever. He's God. He created the whole universe, like created you and me. He doesn't make mistakes. So thank God I had people there to support me, my parents. And even after the separation with the narc, and I try not to use mine because it's not mine. It's you know, that's my daughter's father. I'm not claiming that. So, anywho, but just having that supportive system, you know, my friends and just having people there like Layla is amazing. She's thriving. She had an open heart surgery, but you can't even tell. You know what I mean? So it's like God is not gonna give you something and just leave you. You know what I mean? Where he's not gonna be able to support you and bring you through. That's not who God is. So you're gonna hear me talk about God a lot because I love him. He has done so much. He's God. What can I say? Um, so I think anybody who's going through whatever, that's what has been my everything, is just looking to God and letting him heal me. And like I said, just having friends, talking to my best friend at that time and my family, of course, taking me in to stay with them because I really financially I wasn't stable enough to take care of myself at that time. So I moved back home with my daughter. So imagine that. So that's been really amazing, and I owe everything to God and my support of family, my brothers, my sisters, you know, my dad, my mom. So just I hope you have people that can support you as well. But you got this channel. Vengeance is mine, said the Lord is actually one of my tattoos that I got on my arm. So, but before I wanted to call it the channel like the devil's baby or the devil's soldiers. And I think it just came to me like, no, I want it to be positive. I don't want to give the narc that power. You know what I mean? We got to take that power back from them. Like, because whatever you focus on is what is going to grow. You know what I mean? It took me a while to get to that point, to this, seeing it in that way, because before you just bitter and I wanted revenge. You're going to hear stories. Revenge, y'all. Revenge. And like I said, we can't let them make us into them because we're not that. So if you're not careful and healing and getting the right therapy and getting the right support, they're gonna drag you into the hellhole, and it's not worth it. So really, I really didn't. I think it took the last minute when I changed it. I'm like, no, I'm giving it power. I don't want to put that much power on something that hurt you that bad. Someone that I gotta take that power from them and give it to myself. So vengeance is mine, said the Lord, is basically saying God will take care of it. And he does. He will never forsake you. Ever. Ever. He will never forsake you. And I'm here by the grace of God, y'all. Like, my mind, like I didn't go crazy. And you all know what I'm talking about with the whole crazy making and love bomb. Well, I didn't get love bomb. You hear all of that. Just follow me and hit the like or thumbs up. Hit the like button. Um, yeah. So vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. Of course, I got this tattoo about 2 years ago. I think it's been, and because in the beginning I was enraged, I revenge, and I really didn't know that about my personality because I've always just wanted to be safe. I don't want to be with anybody because I want to be safe. I don't want to get hurt. And that's not living. Just experience whatever you have to experience. It's life. I mean, as long as you're doing it safely, and we're going to talk about sex, um, not what you think. So it's going to be okay because we have God who is watching over us. And like I said, we have to choose to come out of that darkness. And there's life after a knock. And I'm a testimonial of that. So vengeance is mine, saith the Lord, is really what it says. Give it to God. Because if I didn't give it to God, I would have been in jail. And I would have been sitting there like kicking myself like, oh my, it wasn't worth it. It would have not been worth it. And I'm glad I didn't do it. Thank God I had friends, to jaunt me back to reality. But I was, as my coach Keita would say, Marquita, Marquita D. Collins, like I was homicidal. I was. And I watch a lot of ID all day, every day. And I will watch it and I'm thinking, these people are crazy. Like, calm down. Don't kill anybody and go sit in jail and lose your freedom. Like, that's dumb. That's dumb. But it's not until you in that mindset with that rage and that revenge. Revenge is, oh, that's a demon. Wanting to venge. I didn't know I could actually think about crazy things to do to somebody to hurt them because they hurt me. It's not worth it. Hey, Cynthia. Hey, Christina. Hi, everybody. It's not worth it, guys. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. So cry if you have to cry. And like I said, hopefully you have people that can support you, somebody that you can talk to vent all your frustration. Seek therapy. I'm big on therapy. And my butt need to go back to school so I can get my degree. That's my passion, my love. I really think if the mind is not right, like nothing else is right. Like you're just a good looking person with a messed up mind. That needs to be taken care of. You get what I mean? So that's really, really important. We got to deal with the mental, especially with African American. We have a lot of, well, I think now it's getting better. You know, you're not crazy if you go to therapy. Please, you're not. That's actually being smart. So if we want to take care of our physical body and be healthy and exercise, that's part of exercising too. Is you exercising your mind and making your mind healthy. Because if you're thinking all kind of thoughts and guys, it's not gonna work. But you look good though. But all jacked up in your mind. No, it doesn't work that way. But I know it's a process. It's gonna take time. So follow me. Let's if I was stressed anything from this channel is just shifting our focus. Let's not give those narc that energy. What do you want to do? What do you love doing? Like I said, mine is just listening to music, and I love all kind of music. Everything. If it sounds good, I like it. You know what I mean? So mine is just music, dancing, and like I said, I will feature some of my music and dance my crazy dances to y'all. And I know you're all gonna laugh at me, but I don't care. I love it because that's what brings me joy. So whatever brings you joy, do it. Do it and love it. Do it and love it. And that's gonna be part of your healing. You know what I mean? If you are a writer, an artist, like just, and I know it's gonna take time. And it's not gonna be something that, something that traumatic happened to you. And I'm like, oh my God, let me go. Because you don't feel like doing that. It's a process. So take the time that you need. Don't take too long. And like I said, it's a choice. I took too long. You know what I mean? 4 years to forgive somebody. I'm like, what could I have done from that 4 year process, time? Everybody heals in a different way. And I'm a lot of time very slow. I do everything really, really slow. But when you have somebody renting your brain, because every minute you're thinking about, oh, they did me wrong, they did me dirty, they did me wrong. And it's not going to change what they did. So now, like I said, you choosing your power. You deciding, like, okay, it hurts. Now, what are we going to do from here? What you did to me, I can't control that. You can't control what people do to you, but you can surely control how you react to it. I mean, in the beginning, you're not going to always look at it that way. It takes time because you're human, especially when you're an impact or super impact. You're human. But I'm saying, let's not get stuck. Let's live. And I'm telling you from experience because I took too long and I probably didn't need to. I should have chosen coulda, woulda, but I mean, everything happens for a reason. But now I know better. Like, you know better, you do better. Yeah. So hit the like button, thumbs up button, I think it's called. Or is it like, I don't know. I'll get used to it, hopefully. What does Cece say? Dance. So yeah, let's love, but we got to do a lot of healing. Do the work. Let's do the work. Let's do the work because it's worth it. I never thought I would be sitting here like not angry, not being vengeful. Like, what? This is all I know. This is all I know. Is just holding on to whatever somebody did to me. And it's not living in them, it's living in me. So in a way, they still have a control over me. You get what I mean? So come on, come on, come on. Join, subscribe. I said join. Subscribe to my channel. Vengeance is mine, said the Lord. Give it to God, whatever it is. Just give it to God. He's a good, good, good father, as my coach Keita was saying. He's a good, good, good father. So come on, y'all. Subscribe. Hit the like button, and there'll be more videos to come, and more stories, and more music, because we be dancing. And then come and dance with me. Don't let me be the only one looking like a fool. Okay? Oh boy, y'all. I'm silly. I'm a little nervous. My first YouTube video. This is exciting. Hi, Christina. Hi, Ty. Hi, everybody. I'm a mess. So, this is just an introduction to my YouTube channel. I braided my hair for y'all. I just braided it. Try to be cute. So, yep. Hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. And there'll be more videos to come. But in the meantime, do what you love. Have fun. Forgive. 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 And if you got to seek therapy, because I know there's a lot of therapy online, with due to COVID and all of that. So, um, Pastor R.C. Blake's, I love Pastor R.C. Blake. And my pastor, Pastor LaJoie Glasper, I love him, and Lady Kim. And my coach, Marquita D. Collins. They are such inspirational people for me. And they're what you're seeing is the work of all of those people. A lot of people that I've watched have been the T on MPD. Just say no to narcs. Pink Girl Teaches. ASSC Direct. I think that's how you say it. Dr. Romney. Just a lot of people. Trace Face. Just a lot of amazing videos that I've watched, and I just want to give a shout out to all of those beautiful empaths. Yeah, we got to take our power back. Like being an empath, like I wouldn't change it for the world. You know what I mean? I think, when something happens to you, you're just thinking, you want vengeance, and you kind of, have discernment, of course, about dealing with people, because when people show you who they are, believe them. But at the same time, you can't become them and start saying, oh, somebody hurt me, now I'm going to hurt somebody else. Like, you cannot allow what people do change who you are. And like with the story that I was telling earlier about what my best friend said, she was like, that's not who you are. When people come to your home, you offer them water or whatever. So even though it was the narc and he did what he did, he still deserved water. I can still offer him water. You know what I mean? Because you did what you did, but I'm not going to scoot down to your level and be wicked and vicious. That's not who I am. And he refused a lot of the water because he probably thinking I'm going to poison him. And that's another story. You got to come back. There's going to be a lot of story time, but I think it's all to just show the glory of God. Like nothing lasts forever, including your pain and your suffering, because that was the main reason why I never wanted to be with anybody, because I didn't want to get hurt. But it's not the end of the world. It didn't kill me. My worst fear was being cheated on. And what I experienced surpassed being cheated on. And I'm not dead. And I didn't lose my mind. So to God be the glory for that. There's life after a narc relationship. So like I said, I'm going to talk about a lot of topics, not just the narc, because like there's so many things about the world that we can talk about and experience and love. So let's have a good time. Just live a little. And just be what God called you to be. You know what I mean? I'm somebody, I love giving advice. I'm not good at taking advice. Amanda, my friend Amanda Nannon will contest to that. But I think I'm learning. I'm learning because when you know people love you and they have the best interest for you, then you really know, like, okay, you gotta listen and not just go by your emotions and things like that. But so welcome everybody. Let's create a family and all positivity here, no negativity. We ain't got time for that. Just positivity. That's it. Nothing else. And if you are going through a knock, if you just got out, just cry. If you gotta cry, you know, pray, go to your father, tell him all about it. Even though he knew about it, he knew that it was gonna happen. I think sometimes people feel like, but why didn't God stop it? He gives us free will. Because what happened with me didn't have to happen. It was my disobedience. I wanted what I wanted. He's cute. He got six packs. And then you ignore all the warning sign, like literally right in your face. And you're like, but he's so cute. So he doesn't force us. He doesn't force anything on us. God, he's such a good father. He's such a gentleman. But you choose, I mean, there's a consequence for everything. And I think this has made me even more bolder, more fierce. They're not going to win. So despite all of craziness that is going on in the world, God is always going to win. Period. So it's almost like the devil is just trying to grab onto everything, the straw, like chaotic. And it's unfortunate that people are joining him. You know what I mean? So they can do whatever they want to do, none of my business. But no matter how it looks, no matter what, I'm sticking with God. Always. So whatever is going on right now with the pain that you in, just breathe. Know that God is with you. And if you don't believe in God, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I really don't know what to tell you, because that's the only being, like that's the only spirit that has been able to get me to this point. God first, God first. Go to him, seek therapy, surround yourself with positivity, people that you can talk to that are not going to put you down, or take the information back to the narc, like flying monkeys, all of these terms, you know what I mean? Or trying to gaslight you. So just surround yourself with people. And like Ty said, it's a process. It is a process. You know what I mean? Because some people, it might take, a month. And like I said, for me, it took 4 years because I just didn't want to let go. And that's how I've lived my life for years, just grudging, holding on grudge. And it wasn't hurting anybody but me in the end. So you really have to choose, like, I can't let that person consume my life. They hurt me already. And I'm not gonna decide to be stuck in this and be in this rut. Like, it's not worth it. It's a process. It's a process. So until next time, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. And like I said, let's come together be family. And shout out to everybody that I mentioned earlier. Um, Pastor R.C. Blake's, of course. He has a lot of YouTube videos on NARC, very, very informative. Pink Girl teaches, follow her. The T on NPD and relationships. Just say no to narcs. Trace face Dr. Romney. That's because she's actually has a degree in psychology, which hopefully one day I will get mine as well. So follow all those people and follow me so we can, become family. So good night, everybody. Thank you. It was fun. This was fun. Bye, ladies. Bye, Christina. Bye, Ty. Bye, Tori. And bye, Cece. Thank you guys for joining me. All right. Good night, everybody. Bye bye.